How many sats till I'm rich in 2035? So, how much Bitcoin do you actually need to be rich in 2035? That's like asking how many guitar solos it takes to open a portal to another dimension, or how many pedals you need to summon Satan. You can study charts, read white papers, even chant Satoshi's white paper backwards under a blood moon, and still, you're just guessing. But that's fine, because this journey, it's not about guessing. It's about stacking sats like you're preparing for the apocalypse, but with more leather and distortion pedals. Let's dive in. Some say Bitcoin will hit $500,000. Others say $1 million. And then there are the battle-hardened Bitcoin warriors who shout 5 million or more, with the kind of fire you'd expect from someone who stores their seed phrase inside a skull. So let's do a bit of math. Let's say BTC hits $1 million per coin by 2035. That's 10 times from today's price. If you have 0.1 BTC, that's 10 million sats, you'd be sitting on $100,000. With just 0.01 BTC, that's 1 million sats, you're looking at $10,000. So yeah, even a humble 100,000 sats might be worth $1,000. That's like finding a vintage Metallica shirt in your attic that's suddenly worth more than your car. Now imagine if demand keeps rising, but there's just no Bitcoin left to buy. That's not a fantasy. That's economics. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. No reissues, no remasters, no deluxe edition with bonus tracks. And over 19.7 million of those are already mined. A chunk, maybe millions, are already lost forever, vanished, gone. Like that USB stick from 2013 you accidentally sent through the laundry. Add in governments, ETFs, billionaires, corporations, long-term hodlers, and your cousin who finally stopped buying Dogecoin, and guess what? The float's drying up. We're heading toward a world where you won't be able to buy Bitcoin at any price, because no one's selling. But in the very end, it will not matter anymore how much euro or US dollars a sat will be, because you will pay your flying V in sats, and it will just matter how much sats it will cost. Imagine a raging crowd, fists in the air, willing to storm the merch to buy a tour shirt. But the merch table's empty. That's what happens when supply dies and demand lives forever. And that's when the price goes nuclear. Or what you hear more often in the Bitcoin world. To the moon. Forget charts. Forget short-term noise. What matters is this. Are you stacking? Are you buying a little every week, like a true Riff warrior, steadily building your sat stack one tiny note at a time? Are you holding your keys like a sacred relic? Please take a moment to consider to subscribe to this channel. Leave a like. Leave a comment. Something like, "Hell yeah, Goat Brother 666, or some fire emojis. Also, share this video to other heavy metal Bitcoin maniacs. Together, we will make heavy metal and Bitcoin take over the world. Are you playing the long game, the real game, the one that ends with you on a throne made of ASIC chips and metal vinyls? Because no one becomes rich by trying to guess the final number. They get rich by showing up early and never selling their backstage pass. So, yeah, maybe in 2035, 0.01 BTC buys you a house. 0.1 BTC retires you early. 1 BTC launches your heavy metal label so you can finally release the good stuff, because everyone else just releases crap. And a single sat might be enough to tip your AI bartender for a round of biosynthetic brews. But only if you stack now. Because once the float's gone, it's gone. and you'll be standing outside the venue, listening to the show through the wall. So stack hard. Stack like you're prepping for the final world tour. Because one day, there won't be any tickets left. Who knows what Bitcoin will be worth? But if you've stacked, stayed strong, and held on through the noise, there's a damn good chance you'll be richer than you ever dreamed. And if not, well, at least you'll be the most metal person on the block. Now go forth, stack hard, stay loud. And remember, in crypto, as in metal, those who hodl the longest melt the faces the hardest.